So, as you say there, football mindset. What I'm going to do during this session is hopefully help you start to work on your mindset. How's that sound? With the football. So this will help you on the football park. So in this session, by the end of the time that I'm finished, what you will learn will be what is a mindset. So you'll know what your mindset is. You'll know why you should work on your mindset. So why this is going to help you. The difference between a training mindset and a game day mindset. So there's going to be a difference between the two. You'll know the difference. And what you should aim to give every training and every match. You'll know that by the time that you leave. So we'll crack on. Tonight will be very, very basic. So this information that you're going to learn tonight, you can start applying it. You'll go out to training tonight and you can apply it. Right, that sound good? Perfect. First question. Does anybody know what your mindset is?
It could be like, nah, I forgot.
Cool, no, that's cool.
How you think towards doing something.
There we go. What were you going to say?
What you think.
There you go, there's correct answer twice. What you think. So what you think and what you believe, that's your mindset. Who chooses what you think and what you believe? You. That's the big part. That's the powerful part. So see when you play a game or see it training, see if you get angry at something, see if you become happy at something, see if you become frustrated with something. Who chooses that? You. You choose that. So if a decision goes against you during a game, or something goes against you at training, and you become angry with it, who chooses when you're angry? Yous. So that's the powerful part. You choose it. So anything you think, anything you feel, you choose it. Referees don't choose it, your coaches don't choose it, teammates don't choose it. You have the power to choose it. But the big thing from that is your mindset is what you think and what you believe. So if you're going out to training tonight and you think, you know what, I'm going to make myself a better player, you choose that. If you come along to training tonight and go, you know what, I'm going to muck about with my mates, who chooses that? Yous. So whether or not you listen to your coaches are here to help you, you listen to them, you choose that. No one else chooses that. But remember, your mindset is what you think and what you believe. But why improve it? What controls your arms and your legs?
Your mind.
There you go, your mind, your brain. Correct. So, if our mindset, if our brain controls what our arms do and what our legs do, if we make that stronger, what happens to these?
They get stronger.
They get stronger. So when you make a decision on a football park, whether to tackle or whether to shoot, whether to drop back, whether to run up the park, where does that decision come from? Your brain, your mindset. So if you make your mindset stronger, if you make your mindset quicker, your arms and legs are going to become stronger, going to become quicker. The decisions that you make, they're going to become better. So that's why you should work on your mindset. Not only because it's your thoughts and what you believe, but because it's going to help you on the football park. You work on your mindset, you've got a greater chance of playing better. If you play better, what happens to your chances of getting the result that you want? Do they go up or go down? They'll go up. But that all comes from working on your mindset. Here's one. Have any of you ever felt, do you ever feel pressure when you go into a game?
Yes, sometimes.
That's cool. Yep, even the best players feel pressure. Feeling pressure is normal. If you work on your mindset, you have the chance to relieve that pressure, reduce that pressure slightly. So if you think that, or sometimes you feel that you suffer from pressure, That would be a reason to work on your mindset. That makes sense? Next question. Are you anybody here scared to make a mistake, whether in training or in games?
In matches.
That was my big one when I played football. I was scared to make a mistake in training and in games. But if I was to work on my mindset, if I go back 20 years and had this kind of information, maybe I wouldn't be as scared. Without going into mistakes too much tonight, who all makes them? Do you think Messi makes a mistake?
Yes.
Do you think Ronaldo makes them?
Yes.
Do you think Suarez makes them?
Yes.
So if the three greatest players in the world make them, do you think you will make them?
Yes.
Can you become better for making them if you learn from them? There you go. And who's got to help you learn from them? Yourself and your coaches. So there we go. It's not necessarily a bad thing to make one. How do you feel about what your mum and dad think? Does anybody get nervous if their parents or guardians are watching them on the sidelines? Anybody feel that sometimes? No? Here we go. There's one. That's cool. Say some people feel something, some people don't. Again, that was a big one in me. I was that scared to make a mistake. I told my parents not to come and watch me. So my mum and dad never came to watch me when I was playing football growing up for 20 years. Just because I was scared to make a mistake. But all those things that you feel, that's cool. Everybody feels them at times. But if we want to change it, who has the power to change it? Use yourself. So does everybody understand what your mindset is?
Yes.
And can everyone think of reasons why you should work on your mindset? Become a better player or? There you go, to develop more skills. Good stuff. Stay ahead of the opposition and give yourself a greater chance of performing well. So if you do a wee bit mindset and the guy that you're playing against or the team that you are playing against haven't done mindset work, do you think that'll help you? Yes. There we go. So it helps you if your opposition isn't doing it and you're doing it. That'll help you. Does anybody know who that is? New Zealand rugby team. So they're the greatest team in the world. They have been the world #1 rugby team or sports team for over 80 years. And the rankings had only existed for 100. So for over 80% of the time, New Zealand All Blacks were the best team in the world. They are the best international team across any sport. Do you think they work on their mindset? Yes. So if it's good enough for them, do you think it's good enough for us? Know who that is? Steven Gerrard, or Slippy G as somebody said there. Think he worked on his mindset when he played? After that slip, that's what he done. Went and worked on his mindset. What was the game last weekend, last Saturday night? What was the game?
The Scottish Cup semi-final. The Champions League final.
There we go. Yep, Champions League final. You had your hand up. Who scored 2 goals in the Champions League final?
Ronaldo.
Do you think he has a strong mindset?
Yes.
Do you notice he seems to score in all the big games?
Yes.
There we go. He works on his mindset. So there's some reasons why it's important to work on your mindset. 1, it helps us with the way that we feel. 2, we might be scared to make a mistake at times, but remember, we're choosing that. And then if we look at some of the best teams in the world, they do it. I see mindset work, it's like a key to a door. See, if you struggle with confidence and you were to struggle with belief, do you think you could play at your best?
No.
Maybe not. If you're struggling with belief and struggling with confidence or you're frustrated, you may struggle to play at your best. But by working on your mindset and changing that, and who can change that? Yourself. It's like the key to the door. So imagine through there's my top performance. If I was to work on my mindset, it's like giving me the key to the door to go through to that top performance. So just imagine that as a key to a door. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So if we struggle with, say, confidence, or if we struggle with belief, it's like we've not got the key. But if we can work on our mindset and build that confidence, build belief, working with our coaches, It's like getting the key to go through the door. Make sense? Next one, if it goes. I think we've had a malfunction. There we go. Gary Neville. Have you seen him on Sky?
Yes.
For sportsmen or women who want to be champions, the mind can be as important, if not more important, than any other part of the body. Now, what did we say earlier? What controls our arms and our legs? Our mind. So that's why Gary Neville says that. For sportsmen or women who want to be champions, the mind can be as important, if not more important, than any other part of the body. Because if this controls these, and we can make this better, what's going to happen to them? There we go. That's what Gary Neville says. Who's that in the background? See the best player in the world? No, who else have we got?
Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo. Anybody else? Messi, Ronaldo. So is it be Clint Hill? Could be Clint Hill. So training versus game mindset. What is the reason that you come to training?
To get better.
There we go, to get better. There you go, to learn things and take them into a game. So when you come to training, your mindset is, I'm here to get better. I want to learn. The more I try something, the better I become at it. I'm going to give you what I call an analogy later on. And it's all to do with a bike and your training. But just now, remember that, what's your mindset? Your brain. But what else was it? What you think. There you go. Yep. So your mindset is your thoughts and your beliefs. The reasons you should work on it is because it controls our arms and our legs. It can help us if we were ever to feel frustrated, pressure. And also it controls our arms and legs. So if we can make this better, we'll make our arms and legs better. But as you have just said there, the reason that you come to training is to improve on your skill, to improve on your technique. What do you think a game mindset is? So what do you look to do in a game? It could be that I'm looking for something different though, and I'll explain why. We'll go in there.
Work hard.
Work hard, yeah, that's a good one.
To improve in this game, improve in the first game, to use that improvement on the first game into the second game.
So learning. So taking your lessons from one game to another. Good stuff. Now, what you do in a match, where do you take it from?
Training.
There you go. That's what a game day mindset is. A game day mindset where you look to carry out what you have done in training. I wouldn't say that you go into a park to improve. Where do you look to improve? Training. Then you do what you've done in training in a game. So do you know the difference between a training and a game day mindset?
Yes.
There we go. So one, training is where you look to learn and improve your skill and technique. A game mindset is where you look to carry out what you have done in training. I say, it's not win at all costs, it's be the best you possibly can be at all costs. Right. The reason it's be the best you possibly can be at all costs, I call that giving 100%. Who's in charge of whether you give 100% or not? There you go, you're in charge of that. Are you in control of winning?
No.
Correct answer. You aren't. Can you think of why you aren't in control of winning?
Because if one person's working hard and nobody else is, then your teammate's going to lose.
There you go. So you're not in charge of winning because the opposition, or due to your teammates, or the referee. There's so many things that can affect it. But if you look at it, giving 100% effort, trying your best, what happens to your chances of winning? They go higher. So you can't control winning, but what you can control is giving 100% effort, which I think one of you two had said earlier. So it was a good answer. How do you improve on something?
Work on it.
Work on it, yep.
Try hard. If you fail to do something, once you try it, you can improve on it.
Yep.
Try harder.
Try harder, you could do that, yes. Do you think?
Never give up.
Never give up. There we go. Now, I had said earlier about, I was going to tell you about a bike. So when you're learning to ride a bike, what's likely to happen the first time you get on and try it?
Fall.
Right, and then what do you do once you fall off?
Get back out and try again.
Right, get back on and try again. Second time, what's likely to happen?
Fall off again.
Yeah, and then what do you do once you fall off there?
Get back on it.
Right, so you keep getting back on until what? Till you get it. Who chooses whether you get back on that bike or not? There you go. Do you think that's the same as training?
Yes.
Yep.
You can't do something, you just keep trying it.
So when you go out to training or you go into a game, it's exactly the same as riding your bike. So say there's a drill or an exercise that your coach gives you and maybe you can't get it first time. It's like falling off your bike. But who chooses whether you get back on or not and try that exercise again? You. Your coaches don't choose that, you choose that. So that's why I say learning and improving on something is just like riding a bike. You might fall off first time, you might fall off second, third, fourth. But who chooses whether you get back on or not?
You.
Correct. So let's go back to the very start. What's your mindset?
Your brain.
There you go. Your brain and what you think, correct. Decision, yep, it's the thing that makes decisions for you. So can anybody give me one reason why you would improve your mindset?
To get better.
To get better, yep.
To improve on everything that you've done in the past and work on it in present.
Yep, to improve on that. Improve effort, brilliant. What about the way that have you got an answer there?
Yeah, oh, no.
That's cool. It can help with the way that you think. And remember, you're in charge. And what about all the top teams and top players in the world? What do?
They work hard and try again.
Yep. So if the top players and the top teams in the world work on their mindset, do you think it would help you?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Training mindset. What have you come to training for tonight?
To work hard and to get better.
There you go. Work hard, get better, and take it into a game. And what do you look to do in a game? What's a game mindset?
Taking the work from training into the match.
Exactly. Taking what you've done in training and into a match. If you try something for the first time, are you likely to be confident?
No.
Probably not. But if you've done it again and again and again in training, when you go into a match and take what you've done in training into a game, are you likely to feel confident?
Yes.
There you go. That's why you take what you've done in training into a game. Everything makes sense there?
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions? Right, so everything makes sense?
Yeah.
What did you not like about that? Anything you didn't like about what I've just spoken about there? What did you like? I'm going to go around each table and we'll just get one person for each table to say something they did like, or what they took from it. I'm going to go you in the Adidas tracksuit. What was one thing you took from that?
To try harder in training every day and games.
Or try the same. What you look to do is try very hard in training, then take that into a game. That's cool. Good stuff. What about, go to see yourself? One thing.
To work hard.
Work hard. That's cool. Yep. What about this table here? But you can't say work hard.
I like when you said about the whole mindset thing, about need to work hard and stuff.
So you like the whole mindset thing and working hard. Yes, that's good. And here, one person. You've looked, so I'm going to pick on you. What was the one thing that I said that kind of goes, right, about anything? I'll come back to you. We'll go the table up here. The goalie with the gloves, what was one thing you took? Was there one thing I said, whether it's about the mindset, whether it's about training, game day? You need to confer. What about yourself? Never give up, keep trying. Who chooses that? There you go. Good stuff. What about yourself? Anybody for this table? One thing? About anything? Game? Training?
Keep on improving, don't give up on what you're doing.
There you go. Keep on improving, don't give up on what you're doing. That's a big thing. A recurring thing again and again that you were saying was hard work. That's brilliant. Because all your top players in the world, see when you see Ronaldo score his goals and Messi score his goals, quite often we don't see the hard work at the back of it. But you'll find that the best teams and the best players are the hardest working. And who chooses whether you work hard or not?
Yourself.
Correct. So nobody any questions? There we go, that's perfect lads, thank you. And we'll see what your coaches say before you... Right, that's cool, good stuff. Thank you boys.